The two-decade-old search for a new constitution seemed to have made a major stride on Friday, with reports that members of parliament at the Kabete retreat had struck a consensus on all the major contentious issues. The deal had been hammered after a night-long meeting convened by an informal caucus that brought together influential leaders from Rift Valley, Nyanza, Northeastern, Coast, Central, Western and Eastern provinces. Cabinet Ministers Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto and Professor George Saitoti were part of the team. But ODM, particularly the allies of Prime Minister Raila Odinga, have thrown a spanner into the works, insisting that there was no deal as yet from Kabete.
We as legislators should not be working on the basis of what suits us as members of parliament. We are not there permanently. We are not royalty.
The main bone of contention is the proposed two-tier devolution model, with 25 regions popularly known as majimbo, and doing away with the proposed 47 counties. A section of ODM members of parliament have termed the proposal untenable and insist on a three-tier devolution with counties as units of devolution.
Let us not try to mutilate the draft. If we are going to make amendments, let us make amendments but well thought out and positive ones, but not for expediency.
But 10 PNU members of parliament from Central and Eastern Kenya say the constitution-making process has reached a point of no return and that the devolution chapter should not be allowed to derail it.
If we are really unable to agree on the number of regions and the composition of those regions, the best thing is for us to leave the draft the way it is and we continue with it. No constitution in the world can be perfect.
The chapter on transition had been dealt with in Kabete on Friday, with the MPs resolving that all current constitutional office holders, such as the Chief Justice, must remain in office till 2012, and that no appointments should be made until after the next general election. But the Prime Minister's allies claim the proposal is meant to sideline the Premier, despite the National Accord providing for consultations between the two principals before any appointments are made.
The principle of exclusion is dangerous, and an attempt to try and exclude any segment of the country in this process, including the transitional process, is extremely dangerous.
Any person reading ill motives, that there are some people who want to mutilate the draft, that one is misreading Kenyans, and that one could have his or her own political agenda.
Political intrigues continue to be the greatest danger in the ongoing constitution-making process, and as members of parliament troop to Kabete tomorrow, they must be keen to avoid the mistakes of their colleagues in the 9th parliament who politicized the process, resulting in a highly divisive and polarized referendum in 2005. Francis Gashuri, Sunday Live in Nairobi.